nervous. I haven't been on a date in like 10 years, and I mean, I haven't been on a date with a dude in a lifetime. I don't know. It's a bit weird. Do we hug? Do we kiss? Do we stay at my house? I got a corsage in my hand. What the fuck am I doing?
I love your shit.
Hey, Ru.
How are you, mate?
Good. I thought we said 6:30. 6:33.
Give me your fucking hand. Hurry up. Let's go.
Yep. Is this even real?
Yeah, you
A white rose.
This as well. Open that up. That's for you.
Okay. Can you hold the door for me, please? Oh. Bit early for the L word, isn't it? Cute though, thank you. This is really cute. And a little card. Oh, you have a way with words, don't you, Ru?
Fuck you.
Uber X.
Not good enough for you?
I just saw, Uber Black at least, maybe. This restaurant better revolve, mate. I swear to God.
Mate, it's like the fucking world revolves around you. Just be glad you're fucking here.
Is this the biggest bear they had? Nah, nothing. Mate, you haven't even said anything about my shirt either. This is like genuine Swiss shirt. It's light blue. Brings out my eyes. I mean, that's a layup if you're trying to make me feel good on a date, but...
Your eyes look fucking fantastic.
It's not as tall as I remember. I thought it'd be a bit taller. Ru? Did you feel your ears just pop? We're getting really high. I'll get my own chair then.
Yeah, you will. Sit down, shut up.
What's your most expensive bottle of wine?
Sorry, he'll have a Great Northern. It's fine, thank you. All good.
So I feel like a bit of seafood tonight, actually. Good Friday, lots of seafood on Friday. It's on my mind, so I'd like some oysters, prawns, maybe some lobster. Hurry back!
This isn't even worth 10 units. This is just fucking ridiculous. Oh, shut up and eat.
Are you going to peel them for me?
No, I'm not going to fucking touch them for you, Tobler.
Plate full of oysters, Guru. You know they're a aphrodisiac. Is that on purpose, or...?
You know, the more mean you treat me, the keener I am.
I'd do it all again. Do you ever picture me, like, lying down on that big red about even desk, wearing nothing but the belt? Or is that just me? Open up. Yeah, you like that, you dirty boy? You like that? You like that? You like that? No, you're sweet enough, aren't you? Yeah, you're sweet enough. Yeah, you'll be back. You'll be back. So your place or mine?
Oh, very well done. Well done. That was fucking awesome.
That's great. We're friends again.
There you go. You're back.
We've made up.
Well done, Tobler. Very
performance.
Yeah,
Incredible
fantastic.
performance by Tommy Tobler.
Guru made it very natural.
And Ru, you did fucking. That was great. That was hilarious. Welcome back to About Even, punters and dribblers. You just don't. They don't make betting shows like this, do they? No, they don't.
No sirree, Bob.
Shout out to Neds, who are probably confused when they see something like that, but we appreciate you nonetheless, Neds. Again, well done there, Ru. Welcome back. You adjusting those?
I'm happy with what I've seen.
Yeah, thanks. So we adjust those units, pre-accountability. How are we? April 1st, Guru. I know you hate all the tricks and things that people are doing on the 1st of April, even though you just got done.
Yeah, I just got done by the Paracave podcast, which is a real kick in the dick. But yeah, I think it's the worst day on the rugby league calendar. I really do. Yeah. And I'm obviously biased because I just got absolutely
you got done.
By it,
but you were bitching about it before you got done.
I bitch about it every year. It fucking kills me. But yeah, a real humbling to get done by one though. Brutal.
Well, particularly after you're like, oh, fucking these bloody stupid fucking things, and then you got done. There's a lot going on out in Para though, isn't there? There's some like content wars going on between like the club.
Yeah, it's a proper turf war. I love it.
Yeah. Well, Troy left.
Troy Warner did like a press release yesterday that he's left the what?
The council,
The United Alliance or something like that.
I'm gonna have to find it now.
There's an alliance?
Dude, there's like a content
there's
creators
alliance.
alliance. And
What, do they have meetings? Or?
Well, it's like content creators that are beefing with Parramatta, like the head of content for Parramatta.
So they've made an alliance to kind of...
Supporter group alliance.
They get... Yeah.
Here we go.
Is that three? The Great Triumphant was what Caesar started. That was kind of three generals getting together. Is it something like that, or is it
actually established with the club to foster collaboration between the club and its supporters?
Oh, so they actually started this.
Yeah.
Oh, so the alliance is broken off.
It's feedback. So it's like a fully.
Oh, so the alliance have not
so
done a
he's-
coup, but they've.
Oh, so he's left. So Troy's left.
Troy's actually left it. Here we go. The SGA departure. I've made the decision to walk away from my role with the Parramatta Eels Supporter Group Alliance. Although I love the club and appreciate the opportunity to be involved, I felt like it was stopping me from being able to run my page the way I wanted. The Paracat Podcast Runners committed to being for the fans and doing all I can to create the best experiences for the Blue and Gold Army. So am I to believe that the Parramatta, there's a beef between the Eels, like the Eels are doing something to upset the supporter base?
Well, it's interesting because Troy was in their content the other day, which...
But it sounds like the alliance is staying there. He's left the alliance.
Yes.
I thought it was an alliance leaving. That would
Well,
be.
no,
like,
but
this is still big, but if it was a full alliance.
No, but I think the alliance, there's a lot of people that were in the alliance that are no longer in the alliance.
Right.
I don't think
Okay.
you're getting the alliance part.
The alliance was like Parramatta, I think, trying to bring content creators in-house together to do things.
Oh, so it masquerades as an alliance, but really it's a para-control kind
Control,
of.
that's right.
Yeah,
That's right.
Masquerading as here's some power in the alliance, but we're going to
right.
bring you under this umbrella, and
Right.
we've
And
actually,
we're gonna control you.
Real fucking Darth Sidious or whatever, the senator from Star Wars. Like, oh, here we are on the
Senator
Senate. Yes,
Palpatine?
Palpatine. That's it.
Palpatine.
Yes, it's Palpatine.
No, it's just
yeah.
Palpatine shit, if ever I've seen it.
We also played a very small part in this. There was a video the other day of one of their content creators who had a bit of a crack at us.
Really?
I'm not sure if you picked up on it, but he mentioned that Parramatta invited Supercoach creators out there to do stuff and catch bombs at halftime. That was us.
Oh,
Yeah,
real.
so, yeah.
Hey, don't come at us.
No one's saying.
How many times
Alliance?
did you catch bombs? Was it just that one time?
I never dropped a bomb. I still
No,
haven't
as in,
dropped a
did you
bomb.
go out again?
No, just once.
Just
Okay,
once.
so it was.
Okay, yeah.
I don't think.
But you
unless-
invited us, so maybe I think it's probably.
Well, yeah. I
That's
think
more
it
at
was
you.
more at me,
But
but
they probably didn't know that we were invited. They thought we were probably invited by Palpatine.
That's true.
Well, this is a lot. I mean, because
That was
they're
about 3
figuring
years
out
ago.
that
it was. Yeah.
there seems to be a bit of kind of people revolt down there with those content creators. Then there's a Palpatine. Then there's the kind of
Well, they're angry.
guys who get
They're off
invited
like-
to things that you
But
know.
it feels like the Parramatta Content Creators Alliance that have like factioned off, splintered away.
Yes.
yeah.
They don't like their whole thing had Olin Tekkers in it today, so they haven't a shot at Olin. Who's a friend of the show? Shout out to Tekkers.
Huge friend.
And just to let it be known, we sit nowhere on the Parramatta Palpatine / Parramatta content creators beef. We are merely just bringing the information to light.
Yes.
I was sent a confidential DM, or we were at Hello Sport, that I can't read. That sort of explained it in some greater detail. But some people are getting muzzled. There's contracts.
Are people getting muzzled?
Yeah, it sounds
What
like
people in the alliance are getting muzzled.
people that either were or are in the alliance. I couldn't quite get it, but like it's going down.
It's got a Real Housewives of Parramatta feel to it, which I love.
Revolution of those maybe outside the alliance or leaving the alliance. You got to act quick though. If there's alliance, ex-alliance, excommunicado out there, and you guys need to start like a basement kind of emergency broadcast to bring in more excommunicado of the alliance.
No, yeah, exactly.
Otherwise,
right.
it's just going to fall. It's going to fall because you're going up against a fucking Palpatine.
You
dude.
are. And I know there is like a Parramatta group called the Swarm.
The Swarm.
The problem that's a B reference, so I don't entirely understand the Swarm, but they are, I think, the breakaways. They're the excommunicados or whatever.
Okay, they're the excommunicados.
The Swarm is like, and they still rock
Yeah.
up to every game, and they've got fucking trumpets and shit,
Yeah.
or like what are they called, megaphones.
Yeah.
So the Swarm, I think, is like, oh, fuck you guys. We're not like, they're almost like Hunger Gamesy. You know what I mean? Like,
But are the Swarm are like, we don't want to do with anything, or are they saying, who are
I
they
think the
saying?
Swarm are the content creators that have broken away. I think that's what they're called.
Yeah, okay, so Excommunicado is the Swarm.
Is the Swarm.
Okay, got
To be fair, though, the Eels put out a heap of Swarm content the other day. Like,
Did they?
yeah, they posted pictures of them and all that sort of stuff. So it's an interesting one.
So Eels aren't full Palpatine.
okay,
No,
so
they're not
got-
full
They're Palpatine in the
yes.
Swarm's eyes.
No, we're not. Yeah, that's it. We're not saying that you're the Senator Palpatine, Parramatta Eels. We are trying to merely help everyone understand it because I barely understand it.
In simple terms.
In simple terms, that the Swarm think that the Eels are Senator Palpatine, and the Swarm are like they're almost like those humming. What is it in The Last of Us?
Zombies?
There's like humming. They're like the rebel people in The Last of Us.
Oh,
I didn't
yeah.
really watch season 2. Fell off a cliff.
Season 1.
No, I
When
think
they're
they're in
outside
everywhere.
the city, yeah, the little like they're
Yeah,
like,
yeah, yeah.
The light, the fire,
Fireflies.
Fireflies, yeah.
Fireflies,
you know what I
Fireflies.
mean? They're anti-establishment.
Yeah, they are. They are. They hate
There's no good or bad here. We
don't know.
Everything's grey, right?
And we love
Everything's
Troy Warner.
grey.
That's all we
Yeah.
know. Troy's a friend of the show. So like, if Troy's angry and Troy feels like he needs to leave the SGA, obviously,
Then we're angry too.
well, we're certainly open to being angry. But Guru seems like he's off the Swarm.
No, I'm not off the Swarm.
Sounds like
I
you're
just
off
like
the
to give
Swarm.
it a balanced view.
Yes. So Swarm, what do you think Swarm might be being a little bit whingy?
Well, some of the stuff I've seen, I think it's a little bit over the top.
Okay, right.
Okay, so you've made your thoughts clear.
Well, there was a thing put out the other day that not the Para Cave podcast, Talking Para.
Yeah.
That podcast was blacklisted.
Was
by
this
the Eels.
was this the YouTube video
Yes.
that we were sent? That was like a 12-minute breakdown.
Yeah, which was a
of-
big claim considering that Troy Warner, an active member of Talking Para, was in the content. So
what's
I
a
found that a little bit
blacklist, though,
confusing.
by-
I think that this guy was saying that he was blacklisted by Parramatta.
But what would blacklisting mean in the
He
content
also
world?
did the Parramatta did like a pre-season video.
Oh, and he wasn't
and
invited.
He wasn't in it.
Yeah.
But
He's
Troy
been
Warner was in it, and he was part of the podcast.
Which is his
so
co-host.
And now Troy Warner's left the alliance, so it's all very confusing.
So there was a bit of beef there, but then Troy's left the alliance himself. So
maybe Troy's getting pressure from the podcast. You know, like it's
Well, it sounds like it might not be
Well,
as
he
simple.
might be
There might
asking
be
to pick
the
a
alliance,
side.
the Swarm, but then there's mercenaries or maybe Rangers like Aragon out there. You know, like
yeah.
individuals. And maybe it's their time to step up, use that anger. Like, look, Stone Cold Steve Austin got fired because he was bland by WCW. That rage made him shave his head and turn that into his biggest strength, that kind of anti-establishment, fuck you, and everyone's like, now that's something we can work with.
Yeah.
So maybe if you are out there alone and you've left the alliance and you're not even in the Swarm and you're feeling vulnerable and scared, use that.
Yeah.
Use that now.
Stone Cold Steve Austin energy.
Because it can be cold out there.
Yeah.
If you're not in the, the Senate or the Swarm or the
Swarm,
Alliance.
dude. Yeah.
Like,
And I'm not sure if they're all the same thing. I have no idea, but I'm gonna watch. We're monitoring the situation.
I just
Know
need
that.
a pirate like radio. You know, in like revolutions, there's the dictatorship, and there's like the freedom fighters always have like a pirate radio that people tune
Stay free.
into. Like, we need that.
Yeah. What are you doing there, Ru? You
I'm just like this is, Parramatta obviously uploaded the other day the Swarm. They did their march there.
can't get over the name. It has nothing to do with Eels. It's
And I think
infuriating.
these three guys are the three that are the podcast as well. Obviously Troy there and the
there's
boys.
Troy.
Also, they are the Great Triumvirate.
Yeah, they're
Oh, okay. The Holy Trinity.
they're the big three.
They're the big three of the Swarm.
I think they're the big three of Parramatta content.
and they've left the alliance, all of them.
But are they still together? Have they?
Are they
I
still?
think they're still together. I think
Okay.
they still do their podcast.
Well,
I
while
think-
you guys remain together, the Swarm has a chance to get to overthrow the Senate.
The Swarm's actually club sanctions as well.
Oh,
See,
well,
this is what
maybe
I'm
now
saying.
you
There's a bit
can't
more to this.
Okay, fuck. So you're almost fighting against yourself if you're anti-Swarm, or if you're anti-club but
It's
pro-Swarm.
like Bay 121 and 122 at Combank. So they have like dedicated bays, like the Blatchy Blues.
The Swarm.
all right, I don't think we're any closer to
No.
an answer.
No,
there.
but I'm glad we got into it there because it was.
Do you want
it
to spend
needed-
any more time? Should we?
I think we
five?
might. I think we come back to it. I think we come back to it later on in the show.
Okay.
See how we feel.
Yeah,
See if anything
sweet.
comes up.
Yep.
Do you want to get to some accountability?
No, more Swarm stuff. So, like, what exactly? Like, what specific seats are they sitting? What bays?
Yeah, what bay?
Bay 121 and 122.
Yeah, okay.
Which
Is
is
this of
actually in
Combank?
the northern grandstand on
Yep.
level 1.
Okay.
An area designed for passionate supporters.
How many members of the Swarm?
I'll have to give me 5 more minutes of talking about it.
Should we join the Swarm one week?
Depends how they
I'd be
react to
interested
this.
to see it on the ground.
I think you should do it.
Yeah.
I don't know.
You can
about
report
Mate,
back.
they fucking hate you by the sound of it.
that. Do we have a Parramatta Manly game incoming anytime soon?
Hope not.
Olin Tekkers and Guru are their most hated.
There's
And
one-
Lukey Stowe maybe as well.
Yeah, so there's one at Brookie on the 26th of April in about a month, and then another one on the 5th of July at Combank.
There's a Brookie
We
I'll
could go
go.
to the Swarm.
Okay. There
They
you
got
go.
behind enemy lines out to fucking combat.
There you have it.
Belt that.
Roosters 33 defeated the Seagulls 16. Manly 13 plus doesn't hit. Lehigh doesn't score. Sebo had Roosters minus 5.5 BYO. That was a BYO line into a turbo at 462. And I know I haven't updated it in the sheet, but I have in my actual numbers, Guru, so don't shit down my throat. Don't Masood me. Ru had Roosters minus 5.5 into under 50.5 at 256. Tripled, which also got up. Congratulations to Mr. Ru.
Yeah, I won't gloat too much because the weekend took a turn the night after, but I was pretty happy with that. I actually, boys, I was obviously here with the stream with you guys. I watched it back the next day properly. Actually put up a decent fight in that game, all things considered. The Roosters didn't make any errors, didn't give away any penalties.
Thanks for saying something nice.
Yeah.
I think you boys turn it around in the next month or so.
Listen, I think that it was just time for a change. Do we have a seat there for you, Rando, or are you gonna? Hey, that's okay. Listen, we didn't even.
like that you're trying to
I'm
quiet.
upset that we
That's
didn't even
cute.
get any Swarm feedback from you. Surely you've got some thoughts on it. We can come back to you later. You get your seats. You get your seats sorted.
Well, you're about to be an excommunicado Cowboy, so we need to hear the perspectives of your thought process.
Okay, and the Lippy, first bet of the year for the Lippy. Well done, the Lippy.
Well, you bring in Hemsworth. That's what happens, right?
Roosters cooler mark, 3 from 3, $6.02. Not a bad bet. Now, West Tigers 32 defeat the Warriors 14. A lot of red. Sebo went hard. Wars minus 6.5 in the second half. His special market is unearthed. $1.83.
Yeah, that hurt to watch.
That's tough.
Definitely. And it was like, it was like one of the, as you know, I'm at the, just finished the 10-day solo dating stint. That half was like I had a clear run at the TV as well. So it wasn't like I got to watch the hurts. Like, but, you know, for the 20 minutes, you're like, oh, okay. No, it's on here. It's on here. Then you're like, oh, no. But, you know, shout out to the Tigers. I take you seriously now. And it's always great to see one of those cellar dwellers be taken seriously again.
Yep. To earn the respect.
It's good for the comp.
Yeah, it's great for the comp.
It's great for the comp.
Good for the comp. Ru he was only wise to score 20 short. A lot of red otherwise, gentlemen, really. Broncos 26 defeat.
Do we want to just quickly go through, explain how the new rules work, using that as an example? Because there was a lot of fucking...
A lot of people
it
who
was
are loving
pretty
the new
well
rules.
explained.
I thought it was.
I think it's pretty obvious.
It's
Yeah.
obvious. Yeah.
No, but what we're going to do is each week we decided we're going to bring in a new rule every week just to make it really fucking confusing for everyone. So after accountability, we'll introduce the new rule for this week. Broncos 26 defeat the Dolphins 12. Azarko tripled for time 2:15.
Thank you very much. That was easy, and it was good to get it out of the way. I wasn't even watching the TV when it happened, but it was just nice. It was nice. You see a winger for $2, and you see an Izaka who...
Did he score first?
No, second maybe.
but
It was early. It was early. It's always nice.
It was early. It
Put
was
the feet
early.
up, sort of stuff. Start touching
What about
yourself.
first for the Dolphins?
But
Put the feet up, did you?
oh yeah, put the feet up.
yourself.
Well, you touch yourself, put your feet up. A winger at $2 as well, but Izaka, who's so highly regarded that the Storm have signed him against a Broncos side who can let points in. So yeah, easy. 2:15. You're welcome. That's Tommy Triples they call me.
How many triples you had now?
2 from the last 2 weeks. I think 2 from 3.
Pretty good tripling.
Yeah.
That's good tripling. I got me first Stags. Well done to me. Stags, Aparilla.
Hey!
So I'm becoming more rounded. More rounded.
As we said, there are fucking heaps of stags. So it's hard. It's
Catching
hard.
a fish at a fish farm, you know what I mean?
What? You guys
Oh,
are
you
fucking
pulled that trout out of a pool,
That was
did ya?
$12.
Yeah.
12.10.
Shooting
Is that
stags.
the
in a
highest on
barrel.
there? Oh, third highest. Not bad.
I climbed Everest. You're carrying Sherpa's backpack the entire time. Like,
12.10. 12.10's
no, I'll
not
pay
bad.
12.10.
12.10's all right.
That's almost the
Fucking
highest
hell.
on there.
12.10.
So I think
It's
you've
third
got- so
highest.
you've
It's
got-
on the podium.
You've got a 22 on there, Sebo. You've
Yeah.
got a 30.
Oh, I knew I.
It's higher than all Tom's.
Yeah, but I've got like 5.
No, it's higher than yours. No, that's all right. It's higher than yours. Higher than yours, 12.10. Knights 24 defeat the Bulldogs 16. Sebo, Under 47.5, $1.90. My triple goes down. You get a $1.90 bet. Well done.
Yeah, needed
Unders in Bulldogs games. That seems like
Mate,
fucking.
yeah. I mean, it's going to be evaporated soon, but yeah.
Do you reckon?
Yeah. I mean,
Has it
everyone
come too
catch on to
low?
it. Yeah. If they
Mate,
score
the
another
Dogs can't
12
score
points.
The Dogs cannot score.
Crichton into the halves. Fuck, bit early for that, isn't it?
Well, as you know, Edward, Serraldo's trying this thing where it's like every player can play every position and they just switch them up at a moment's notice.
I feel the Dogs like...
Guru,
They were just early on and let's get small forwards for the new rules, and that gave them the advantage. But like, they never looked good in attack then. They just had good defense and mobile forwards, and it's like, hey, that was like 2.5 years ago now. We've moved on.
No, I can't work out what the fuck they're doing there. I'd be playing Sean O'Sullivan at halfback, Galvin at 6 if I was in charge.
And then
I'm
who's
evidently
fullback?
not. Connor Tracy's been their best player. I'd have
Drop
Connor
Tuala.
Tracy. Tuala probably goes. Burton goes to centre. Critter probably goes back to the right hand.
As
Adam
the
O'Brien
most
in
non-league smart guy here, I never thought, like, did anyone think Galvin was a 7 ever? Like, he just looks like a 6, doesn't he? Did anyone...
I'm not even sure they're
wasn't-
convinced he's a 7.
No, but like, he's like 6, like, I don't know. It's like when Anthony Milford, they moved him to halfback, and they're like, well, they're paying him $1 million. Yeah, that doesn't mean he changes the type of player he is. Like, what are you talking about?
You can outthink the room.
Critter's a 5'8" now, so it's all
Chris a 5'8", and when we get the worst attacking coach of all time, Adam O'Brien, to lead things.
His cutout pass to Jacob Carraz was special. Smashed the head of Matt Burton, almost gave him a concussion, and it was forward, and it went into Carraz's hands. So if that's what they want to do, then
No,
go
it's
for
it's
it.
good
I'm all
stuff.
for it.
Yeah, no,
Yeah, it's just when you think like a year of bad optics for Adam O'Brien, it's get worse. The stars fucking align.
I tell you what, hey Cam, I've got it. I'm going to move the world's best centre into the halves.
Yeah.
What do you reckon? Love it, Adam.
You
and
play a
Burton.
game of chess with Adam O'Brien. He's just got the bishop doing the horse L. So it's a
not-
bishop.
no,
It doesn't move that way.
Well, it does now, motherfucker. What are you gonna say about that?
You just lost the game because you can't. Yeah.
So well done, Sebo there. Plenty of red, gentlemen, unfortunately. Panthers 48 defeat the Eels 20. I at one stage felt good about my only Panthers to score 10.
It was looking good for a
It
second.
looked okay for a
Well,
second.
actually, it looked good for a while.
Until the intercept in, the 67th minute?
Yeah, it looked great. Yeah. I think it was 71st, dare I say.
There you go. Sebo under 52.5 away from victory there because Jenkins scored. What was he paying? $1.10 or something?
Yes, I was more going for the unders there, but I did not think Para. But Penrith are like, fuck it. Like, are we really going to try our absolute hardest in the last 20 minutes when we've already put 40 on them? They're just like,
Excuse
yeah.
me, that burp
Yeah,
was
well, it was like
unbecoming.
30. They'd scored 30 in the first 20 minutes.
Yeah.
Ridiculous. But nothing doing there, punters and dribblers. Cowboys 28 defeat the Storm 24. No one saw this coming. Tom had a big thickie on. He was a wishy and a huge short.
That was pretty hot. I was
Sebo
confident
had
at some point.
Warbrick +2 into a sewer. He was a Chan short. Guru, nothing going on there, buddy. Neither for myself. Sharks 34 defeat the Raiders 22. Disappointing, Tom. Obviously, you knew.
I knew. So I didn't claim it.
Yeah,
But I was hoping that there was a chance that no one looked, and I was going to claim it then.
Well, Guru sent me a screen.
I knew that he would have done it. No,
Guru sent me a screen
What
recording.
was it?
no, I didn't. No, the bet was on.
The bet was
I
on.
got fucking Huddy and KO. Haven't
Oh,
straight
but you
away.
didn't put
I
it-
didn't put it on.
He didn't
Cricket
put it on his
Grand
profile.
Final. I didn't even put the bet on.
Oh, you didn't even put the bet on.
I didn't even put the bet on.
Well, Guru screenshotted
Yeah.
Tom's profile and sent it to me straight away. and
Mate,
said,
as soon as
here
he
we
said
go.
congratulations, I go, this is that I didn't put it on. He's a fucking cunt.
he's pretty wild.
I actually
out,
took it
bro.
a step further. I said to my wife, I go, give me your phone, and I videoed the game starting and then your profile. Unlucky bud.
You fucking piece of
Unlucky bud. That was paying $7.
Yeah, it was a good bet.
which is a huge swing.
It's a good bet.
Huge swing.
Yeah,
Like
listen,
an
it is
8-unit
what it
swing.
is.
It's huge.
Yeah.
It is what it is. It is what it is.
It's tough. Lippy was a Ramian short. You bet on Jesse Ramian at your own peril. And in the Titans-Dragons game, not a single leg from anyone. 1,
Yeah.
2, 3, 4,
I'm
5,
over it.
6, 7, 8, 9. 10 legs. 10 legs.
Right.
Not a single one.
Go away, both those teams. Just go away.
Unit scoopers. Tom was 2 from 5. I was 2 from 4. Seb was 2 from 5. Guru 2 from 6. Lippy 4 from 5 was only let down by
Was 13 plus.
was 13 plus.
Love that.
Would've
Every
been
year,
16
You
bucks.
find a way to get fucked. In this
Sunday
game, don't you?
scooper. Tom none from 3. $10 and 2. Now Tom had Panthers minus 15.5 in his hot seat, but like no bet.
What do you mean?
Didn't post
You
it.
put a bet on
For what?
for the hot seat.
Got to share your hot seat bet, mate.
Bullshit.
Always had to share your hot seat bet.
So
That's not true. That's just not fucking true.
You've literally always had to share your hot seat.
No, you don't. So
yeah,
I don't.
so
you're not.
So you don't
rallying.
put all the bets on?
No, we've never had to put a hot seat bet on our life.
Why?
Because we never have.
Why do you have to put all the other bets on?
This
that
is
one?
not even slightly concerning me because I know you've never fucking done it before. This is not.
I'm confused why you wouldn't put it on if you put on every other.
Because it's your lock of the round, isn't it?
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's your lock to the round.
Don't give a fuck. It's never been that you have to.
Why?
So
But why wouldn't it be? You're just saying
well,
stuff.
no.
If this is the world's
No,
best
no.
punting show and someone goes, this is my absolute lock of the round, why wouldn't they be punting on it?
Doesn't make any
Because
sense.
I don't.
It's not a tipping show. It's not a tipping show.
Whatever, I'm silly.
Why is
it green? Why is it green there? 'Cause
No,
it's fucking right.
because I'm
Suck on my dick.
No.
Suck on my dick.
No.
I don't
I'm
care.
bringing up, but like, okay, so it's a tipping show now.
I forgot to put it on. I don't give a fuck.
We know
It
you
doesn't
did.
matter.
That's the problem.
Yeah, but you don't have to put it on.
Yes, you,
No, you don't.
everyone puts it
The
on
hot
every
seat-
single time.
Because the units don't count for shit. So why does it fucking matter?
So it's a tip show.
But this is.
So it's a tipping
The hot
show.
seat is.
So it's a tipping
The
show.
units don't count, do they?
So it's a
Do the
tipping
units
show?
count?
No, but it's your
Do
luck
the
of the
units
week.
count?
It's a lucky
Do
week.
the units count? Do you get
okay,
units?
okay. Did you get units? So aren't we accumulating units?
I
Has it
tried to
counted
fight
to
for
my
the
units?
units to
Thank
count,
you.
and we
No,
said
so-
the units
but
don't count.
but
But
the units don't count.
But we
isn't
still
the
put the
point of
bets
this
on.
year that you accumulate units in the hot
Sorry,
seat?
buddy.
Yeah. So you didn't accumulate any. 'Cause you didn't put a bet on.
Sorry. Too bad.
You
I'm
didn't
silly.
accumulate
Listen,
your-
the
No,
hot
you're
seat
not.
because I didn't do it the week before either, dickhead. And
Oh,
it didn't
well, you
matter.
got away
You got
with
away
it.
with that
No.
one. Congratulations.
No.
Congratulations,
Listen,
mate.
it
You haven't
happened.
accumulated units.
It's
That's
it's
all
all
that's
good.
happened.
No.
You didn't
Sorry.
accumulate it.
I'm hot seat again.
No, you're
you
not.
can't just. You can.
Okay,
you know
we'll
what?
go to a vote.
No, it's
Go
the
to-
rules.
yeah,
You
no,
can't
it's
just
a
change
vote.
the rule. You can't just change the
How
rule.
have we
You've changed the rules all year.
You don't
This
just
has actually been a rule the entire
No,
way through.
it's never been a rule. And this.
You're out of the hot
Because-
Okay, let's not vote to change the rule. Let's vote, was this already a rule?
No, it wasn't.
That's what we do.
Yeah, it wasn't a rule.
That's fair.
Let's
It
vote.
wasn't. You
was
even
it
just said. You even just.
I
said
know. I
before.
tried to get them counted towards the
So it
total, but
wasn't a
then
rule.
that got thrown back. But you still had to put the bet on.
It was never a
Still
rule.
gonna
No,
put the bet
no,
on.
you didn't.
It's your lock of the round on the world's best punting
If
show.
it
What are you
doesn't
talking
count
about?
towards the fucking units of the show, then it makes no difference whether you
Explain
put
to me how the
on.
hot seat's working this year. Explain to me.
So you pick something.
Yeah, and you accumulate what?
So based on the odds that you pick it at.
Yeah, you accumulate what?
Based on the odds that you pick it at,
Yeah.
that decides in the final round who gets to pick first.
Why? But
That's exactly that I just
but
explained
if
it.
no bets were put on, how would we accumulate?
Because you know the odds. You know the odds. You've got the odds in your sheet. You mark down the odds. Sorry for being able to explain it. Sorry for being able to explain it.
So
You know,
Tom's
the
an interesting
No.
development.
No.
Yes, you're
No.
out. Yes, you
No.
are. You're
No,
out.
I'm not.
Yes, you are.
No, I'm not.
Yes, you are.
No, I'm not.
Tom's out. You
I'm
didn't
still
put the bet on. Oi, welcome to About Even, the world's greatest tipping show, where we fucking tip every week, mate.
They don't count towards the fucking weekly result.
On this show, we chip, and that's all we do. We chip and we chip and we fucking chip some more. Chipping show. Better than tip show. Greatest tip show of all time. Chip every week.
I'm just still on the hot
Have we got those newspaper printouts where you put your tips in and, each week, no money changes
The hot
hands?
seat,
No,
the hot
I won
seat,
the
hot
tips,
seat
man.
has always been just a tip. That's exactly what it
Why
has
don't you go on
been.
ESPN or
Hot
something?
seat's
Get,
always
get
been a
off this
tip.
panel and
The hot seat has always been a tip. The hot seat has always been a tip. The hot seat's always been a tip. That's exactly what it's been because it's never accounted for any units.
thought it was your luck of the week.
It's been the tip
The
of the
hot
week.
seat's a lock
hot
of the
seat's-
week.
Yeah, it's always been a tip though. That's what it's always been.
Wait, no,
it's
but
never
a
been
punting show.
It has never. Yeah, it is a punting show. It is the hot seat has never been judged on whether you put the bet on. It's a tip. You put one fucking tip in, and that's how it's. It's actually pathetic. You're trying to fuck me on $1.90 hot seat.
Okay, we need
It's a hot
we
seat.
need a
That's how it
breakaway.
works.
We'll have a breakaway.
That's how it fucking
There'll be the hot
works.
seat that's about units, and then whoever wants to join Tom on the tipping one over there, we can run two
That's
ones
what
over
it's
there.
always fucking been. It doesn't account to your end of your fucking score. This is Make it count to your score then. Make it count to your weekly units. Make it count to your weekly units.
No.
Make it count to your weekly units or don't fucking do it. Otherwise, it's meaningless.
Tommy's tips with Tommy.
Yeah. Well, why doesn't it count to your weekly units?
Why don't you do your own show called Tommy's Tips?
Yeah. Well, this whole show's my idea.
Penrith will probably beat the Titans. No margin there because there's no punching.
Are we going to make it count for units?
Sebo in the hot seat.
Are we going to make it count for units or not?
I'm happy to. Yeah, I'm happy
Well,
to.
that's the only way it makes sense, right?
Yeah.
Otherwise, it's a
That's
tip.
what I was trying to say earlier on.
Then it's been a tip the whole time.
No,
Then it's been a tip the whole
I was
time,
aware
hasn't it?
that it was a bet, but not
If
the
you
unit
aren't
bet.
accumulating units, what is it? If you aren't accumulating units for the show, what is it?
You're still betting. It's a punching show.
But it's not accumulating you any units for the show. So
It's the same as when we used to change $50 hands. It had nothing to do with the show, but we still bet.
There was money changing hands. That's units.
You're
There's
changing
no units
hands
here.
at the bookies.
There's
It's
no
not looking
units
around.
here. There's no units to be won or lost because it's a fucking tip. If it accounted towards the units of the show, then yeah, you put it on.
Right,
You guys are fucking insane.
But you know that this is all made up, and it doesn't have to count towards the end of the show. But you still have to put the bet on.
No,
because
you
it's
don't.
a betting show.
No, you don't.
That's why
We've never had
What are
to.
you talking about?
We've never.
Oh, but it's got to go to the units.
We've
No, it
never
doesn't.
had to do
No, it
that.
doesn't.
But
It's just all made up.
You know we've
This is
never
all made
had
up.
to do that. That's what's insane.
Cody,
That's
can
actually
you
insane.
make a logo? Tommy's tipping show. We needed to.
Tommy tips every week. We tip.
This is insane. Like, I get it if someone fucks up or you don't put a bet
fucked
on.
up.
You're just making this up.
No, we're not.
Yes, you are.
No, we're not.
Yes, you are.
No, we're not. We're not
You
making
are
up
making
anything.
this up. This is
You
pathetic.
don't like it when people make up rules, huh? Make up different rules
What
every
rules
week.
I
Fuck
make
yeah,
up?
that's
What rules
that's
I
tough
make up?
going.
Give me
I feel
one. Come
for
on.
you.
Come on.
Feel
What
real
did I
sorry
make
for you.
up?
Mate, I had to
Go
take
on.
Tobler out for a fucking date.
Why was that?
The other night.
Why was that?
Because you made up rules
Why
as we
was
went
that?
along.
No.
That's
Why was that?
exactly why.
Why
'cause
was
you
that,
made up
Ru?
rules as we went
No,
along.
we didn't. You lost a spoon.
You got to put your hot seat up. It's a betting show. It's very fucking clear.
It's a tip.
not that
Doesn't
hard.
count towards you. It never has been. But
Poor
that's
punters
fine.
at home that are trying to follow along with your bets that believe in Tommy just getting fucked as per usual.
They're not getting fucked. If they put the bet on, they put it up. So it doesn't
No,
matter.
but yeah, because if like you've got the Ru Riders out there, the Knights of Eddie and stuff like that, you've got your lock there, and you're like the monorail in The Simpsons because you're giving your lock of the round on a punting show, and it's just nothing
Well,
behind
it got up.
Yeah,
It got up. So if you want to get on it, you can, but it counts to no units. So it doesn't really matter if I put it on or not because it doesn't change the show. But if you want to get on it, you'd be winning. You'd be 2 weeks in a row, in fact.
So,
Let's
as
move
I
on.
said, goes to Sebo this
Nah.
week. The hot seats.
You know what?
What?
I bought the 2,000-year-old coins in for a reason. That will decide.
Oh.
I thought they were left. Oh, you don't leave me.
There we are.
So are we letting them decide whether it's the hot
Yeah,
seat for me
yeah,
or not?
yeah.
Okay.
So
I
I don't
like
even
that.
know if you can dictate.
Well, let's find one we can see.
Let's see. I think that one.
This
There's
is
a
good.
horse on
Give
one
it to
of
the
them.
Greeks. They are Greek.
That's a horse on.
Why
it.
is he getting a
The outline of a
50-50
horse?
shot at this?
Because you
he's
guys
a
are
sook.
lying. Because
He's
you
a
guys are
sook.
lying.
This is
and you know you
outrageous.
Because
are.
he's a sook.
You guys are fucking ridiculous. Do you want to do like a 2-up where it's like 2 and 3?
Yeah.
You fucking, I'm so
Just make
disappointed.
sure he
in
ones
you.
you can tell the difference.
So disappointed.
So that
Just
one's
put the
clearly
bet
a
on,
horse
mate.
there. That's the most clear. It's a horse head.
Yep. If there hadn't been such a it doesn't count, you don't have to put the bet on in the past, and I wouldn't give a shit because I know
Oh,
that's
wait,
how
what-
you've all done it.
what do you
But
mean?
now
Did
you've
we-
just
did we
changed
do
it.
that?
on some
Let's do
random
that.
When did we
way.
do that?
Everyone flip.
Always. the
When
whole
did we
time.
do that?
The whole fucking shit.
The whole
Is that
show.
Do I toss it? Or you
Hold
toss
on.
it?
You just
So that's
used
the
admitting
horse
you never
head
put the
there.
bets
You can
on.
see it from a
That's all
certain
you're
angle,
saying.
and that's obviously flat
Okay,
up.
so
Yeah.
what's that one? That's
That's
just
like a head. That's the heads.
Okay.
All
So am I
right.
flicking it or you?
You flick. I'll catch.
All right.
And then so
All right.
heads that
You
count.
catch it?
Yeah.
So
Yeah,
hang on.
it's a-
What is it? Heads?
Well, so there's like a cross. Let's just
Yeah.
say the cross.
Let's-
That's
yeah,
cross
that-
one.
yeah.
And then whatever the fuck
That's
that is.
tails. yeah.
Non-cross.
Heads. It's heads that counts.
No, I call it in the air.
Okay.
So you
Yeah.
call it,
So what do you want to call then?
I'll call it in the air.
Yeah, but we're figuring out.
If I get it
Yeah,
right,
I got you.
I
Yeah,
fucking
yeah,
do
yeah.
it.
All
Do you want
right.
to toss
Yeah,
it or you want me
you
to?
toss.
Go.
Cross.
Where are we?
But that coin has traveled. That coin has traveled 2,000 years to make a call on this moment, and the coin never loses, mate. 2,000-year journey to tell Tommy's wrong. Oh, welcome back to Tommy Tips. All right, leaderboard. Tom, there is good news, mate. There is some good news.
Yeah, look, I knew that was coming, so it was all right. I was punching on.
There is some good news. Tom, 0.29 wins the week. Just holds out the lippy. Chris Hemsworth, 0.78. Better luck next time, brah. Guru minus 1.9, 3 minus 6.29, and 7 minus 9.58 avoids a shovel.
I thought I'd be shoveling. I thought I'd be shoveling with the $1.80 triple.
But there's been 2 changes, big momentous changes. For the first time in a long time, the belt moves to Tommy, who's now leading, minus 6.8.
Bang. Thank you.
Well done, Tom.
Thank you. Thank you.
I'm second, minus 11.17. Lippy, minus 14.85. Guru, minus 17.51, which means Sebo. Back up dead last.
Oh.
Again, not
minus
worried.
20.45.
I was there a couple of weeks ago. Yep. Fine.
Yeah, were you at minus 20?
Yeah.
Damn.
Yeah. But like, obviously minus 20 is a lot, but between minus 11 and 20, having 4 people, it's kind of like a...
Oh, it's game on.
It's game on for anyone, really.
No, it's fucking game on. Don't worry about that.
You
It's
guys are
100%
such
game
fucking
on.
losers. I'm just still angry. Minus 6.8. I'll take it. I'll take that. That's about even in these parts.
I think this is the first time you've had the belt since I've been on the show.
Mate, it very well could be. Very well could be.
Well done.
Well, listen, I mean, you guys are obviously nervous because you're trying to fuck me out of a hot seat, so that's all right. I'll take the nerves as a sign of respect.
I just wouldn't feel right. You get $1,000 for doing nothing.
Yeah, well,
Yeah.
listen, I have won.
To be fair, you still might get $1,000.
Oh, I will still get it. Don't worry about that. I'm getting on.
Yeah, we've gone through, what, 4? 5? 4.
Yeah, and I'm 2.
Oh, Vegas. How many times?
I've won it twice.
No, I'm talking about hot seats. We go to... How many have we done? Because
everyone and him twice.
Yeah,
So we've
okay.
done 5.
Has it jackpotted?
No, someone won it.
Who won it?
Did I win it? I think I won it
last time,
last
yeah, you
year.
got all those 20s.
Yeah.
Yep.
So...
That's all you're just nervous
That's a
about.
cat.
Man.
That's a. Oh, what a journey that coin's been.
Yeah, that was. Listen, there is a part of me that likes it. That coin's been through, thousands and thousands of years and hands to fuck.
It's been probably picked off like dead bodies after a war and stuff, like people
Isn't that
looting
crazy?
stuff, gone from Caesar to like on the pirates in the bloody like
treasure
Venetian
chest, yeah,
times, just-
shipwrecked,
Yeah.
washed up on a beach to
That's
fuck
good.
me out of a bloody hot seat. I love it. First game of the round is tonight. Wait, when's this come out? Tonight. So Thursday. Dolphins,
Tomorrow night.
Sea Eagles, up at Dolphin Land, Rando for the first official time today. Thoughts on the Swarm?
I've had a moment to process it all, and I still have no idea what the hell is going on.
Terrific.
With that, so yeah.
Nice,
Terrific. You are also our Lippy this week, but before we get to any Lippy stuff, give us game stats, please, my dog.
Let's go. We've got the Dolphins at $1.36, Manly Sea Eagles $3.10. This game will be played at KO Stadium and it will be dry for this game. The line is 10.5 points. The total points is at 50.5 now. I gave you the stats last week about Manly playing on Thursday nights. They've lost 7 Thursday night games in a row. Teams that play the next week after sacking their coach, they actually have a 38% win rate in the NRL era. That is 16 wins, 26 losses the week following. But the big one here, if you are looking for a bit of value, is second halves. Now, Sea Eagles fans would know they drop off in the second half. They have lost the second half in 9 of their last 10 games, whilst the Dolphins, they have won the second half in 5 of their last 6 games, if you're looking for a niche market there.
They're moving into his second half markets. I like it.
Absolutely. Tom Trbojevic, he's got to be one of the top guys you look at here. 8 tries in his last 4 Thursday night games. He's scored in all 3 games this season, scored in all 3 games against the Dolphins. But if you are looking for a bit more value, Connolly Lemuelu at left second row. 4 tries in his last 4 games against Manly. Comes up against Jamal Fogarty, who's missed 13 tackles in 3 games this season.
Thank you very much.
I was reading some terrifying information about our Prime Minister Anthony Albanese's address this evening. And by terrifying, I just mean that it seems like we might just be all on limited travel. Well, during COVID, podcasts were essential for some reason. So,
I guess it's work.
I tell you what, they the tradie spec Raptor not
Fuel efficient.
not fuel efficient.
Yeah, well, you got to do your bit by leaving it on regular mode, not putting it on to sport mode.
I've been doing that, dude, and I'm chewing through it. Fuck. Anyway, listen, I think that Manly, buoyed by the slaying of a former coach, and the emergence of a young, hot, great returning to the side, I think we get a win. I do. That sounds maybe a little bit biased, and maybe it is. But I like the look of our boys. And they're going to have a lighter load without Siebes there, not because he was a heavy load, but you know what I mean. They were over him. He lost the dressing room. So I'm going Manly Turbo and Cooler at 9.26.
Similar feelings and emotions over here, Tom. I completely concur. I've looked back through the annals of the game. Brad Fittler, heard of him in here the other day. He was pointing out that the similarities between Foran taking over at Manly and him taking over the Roosters are eerily similar, both about 35 there or thereabouts. Brad Fittler comes in, boys the boys like only a past great can, a la Kieran Foran. They went out there, they beat the Sharks, I believe, by 11 points. Joel Monahan, heard of him.
Dog and dick and mouth and that.
Well, that's right, peanut butter and stuff. He scored a hat trick that night. So I've got Manly 1-12 over the Dolphins. Monahan also wearing the 3 jersey that night, punters and dribblers. Cooler Hattie, $160.09. Does lightning strike twice?
I mean, it's Cooler put his dick in a dog's mouth. Do we know that? That'd really.
Well, Joel did this before the dog stuff.
Okay.
This is a pre-dog.
Pre-dog. Okay. All right. Well, that's fair.
It's a pre-dog Joel.
It's good to know.
So at the time,
all things are the same.
That's right.
Okay.
I could be wrong, but I think that year Freddie famously moved his 5'8" Braithen Astor to fullback for a game out at Penrith Park that lasted about 25 minutes, and he switched it back. I'd love to see Brooksy get a gig there.
Nah.
Yeah, okay.
History repeating.
Well, you got a couple other options.
I am filthy that they suck Seabold. I think it's going to ruin my Manly wooden spoon bet, unfortunately. I think it'll be enough to end that, which sucks. I think Manly are going to win like 2 or 3 of the next 5 or so. I think Foz will get an immediate reaction out of them. I've got Turbo. He'll score. Herbie gets the match up against Ruben Garrick. I really like him. And I think Manly are a very good chance to win. But if you're giving me 10.5, I will take that. I love this bet, boys. It's a bit outrageous, but I'm going to triple that. At $7.36. I think it's a really good bet.
This is just such a tactical triple from you. It's not funny.
Yeah, there's a tactical side to it, without a doubt. But I like the matchups of those two. And I think Manly will put up a fight. You give me 10.5, that's too much. $7.36. I'm tripling that.
Okay.
I can't say I hate it. Sebo?
It's all right.
Yeah, I'm really unsure because, I liked Rando's second half market set, but then the coach being sacked thing and, being an ex-Manly guy, but then does that really kind of buoy you Brooksies and Wakeham's and stuff like that? Like, have they got the Manly DNA for that to have an effect? I don't know. You know what I mean? Fogarty's only there. Like, basically, Turbo obviously gets buoyed, but out of the spine, the rest of the guys, I don't know how long you've got to play at Manly to be a fucking Manly, through and through, one that, everyone will remember and stuff like that.
Like a Manly sitcom.
Yeah. So,
well, you've got to win a comp.
Yeah. So I was going to go that second half thing with Rando, but now I'm back to my original bet, which is just some try scorers. If Manly win, I think there'll be a ton of points there. So Turbo's in there, and then I think Herbie's just long overdue for the Dolphins, and Fini Fuyaku or Ki. Everyone just says he's good. Everyone says he's really good.
And he's been playing pretty fucking well.
Can I triple it at 11.42?
No,
or is that illegal?
Has to be under 10.
Under 10. Damn. I really like that bet. That's all right.
Good thing that you can't.
You love that bet that much.
I think that Turbo is going to be the most
Turbo
buoyed.
Herbie looks good.
We're just
Herbie
everyone's
is a bit
just
tough.
tripling their fucking asses off now. This new rule I don't love. I actually fucking hate the new rule now.
Six
It
again.
used to be about putting your balls on the line. Now it's just like, I'm going to triple bloody fucking
Yeah, but if you
$10
do get it
things,
up,
I can
means you're going to
triple
go
again.
triple another thing, really. So that's kind of
Yeah,
like...
but you don't lose anything. It's just a bit like, if you're tripling something at $9, it's like there's no.
You
risk.
tripled it like $8 last week. What are you talking about? Just because I wanted to...
Selective outrage from Edward Simpson over there.
Yeah, no, there is
No,
no,
but
I'm just saying I'm just saying where it's like there's going to be a triple. There's going to be a high paying triple in the first game.
No,
of the
easy.
year.
I'll take my 11.42. I think it's a good bet.
There'll be 3 triples in the first game at high odds every week. You can lock that in.
Well, there's not now. So
Well, there's 2.
How much is Brandon Wakeman?
there's one.
Oh, he what? Yeah, because he couldn't triple.
Can't triple it. So, You've also got a $160 bet on, so just shut the fuck up. Now, we move on to the Rabbitohs v. the Bulldogs.
I'll say my lippy bet first.
sorry, Rando.
Even as lippy, I get cut off.
Rando.
Even when I'm part of the show, I get ripped off.
You hate him.
Anyway, it's pretty obvious now. My bet for this one, I'm going to take Turbo and I'm going to take Jermaine Asako there. That right winger has scored a double in each of the 3 games against Manly. So $3.54 for that one there.
If that was $5, I was going to steal it and triple it, but no. $3.54.
Good odds for you though.
Not too,
pretty good odds.
Pretty
They're
impressive.
not Rando odds. Also, I think I said this in the green room, but the breadcrumb last week was all Rando's bets after I shit on it.
As he's a panel member this week now, can we maybe give him the power to be able to triple something? As a liquor?
Yeah, because he's in the room.
Yeah.
I mean, that was his highest odds bet, probably. So
Yeah.
I like it. I got to think about it now. Okay,
Is that your
sweet.
highest odds?
No, it's not my
pretty
highest
much.
odds. I think I'll triple the.
we'll wait
Wait,
for
you
it.
wait,
Wait
you
for
wait,
it.
wait,
Wait
wait,
for
wait,
it. Wait for
I
it.
know. I'm not going to say
Hey,
it now.
whoa,
I'm
whoa.
just talking to myself. Anyway.
You talk to yourself.
All right, Brando, Bunnies, Bulldogs.
Bunnies Bulldogs Friday 4 p.m. Good Friday match. The Rabbitohs $1.87. The Bulldogs $1.95 at Accor Stadium. The line is 1.5. The total points is 46.5. And like I do with all Bulldogs games, I start with that totals points. 9 of the last 10 games have gone under 46.5 points for the Dogs. Last 5 games, the Bunnies have been favourites, have gone under 46.5. The Rabbitohs, they've dominated the Good Friday contest, winning 6 of their last 7 Good Friday games. They've also won 8 of their last 9 games as favourite too. So if you like the Bunnies and unders, that could be an option. For try scorers, obviously you got AJ scored in 5 consecutive games at Accor, but the left centres here for either side are intriguing. Critter, 9 tries in his last 10 games against the Rabbitohs. That Bulldogs left edge has scored 43% of their tries. And then you got Latrell Mitchell, 5 tries in his last 5 games against the Dogs, 3 tries in 3 games this season. And the Bunnies, they love hitting that left edge. Half their tries have come down that way exclusively.
Into it.
Any just this? It's already in my bet, so I'm not trying to get anything favourable here. I'm just interested in any Marcelo Montoya.
Let me just check it out here.
I'm just purely vibing it because I've been seeing him on Instagram a lot recently.
Doing good things, isn't he?
He is. The show's fun.
Dogs
fucking
have
funny.
not scored a single try down that right edge, to be honest. So they've been basically shunned,
Well, you have
to be
said
fair.
it now, so I can look at my bet.
How didn't you realise that was like?
I'm just trying to get it to
Come
notice me.
on, mate.
If I keep talking to him, maybe he might remember my
Mate,
name.
you've got to be a bit more wily than that. I love South here. They like this fixture. The Dogs are stuttering the fuck along. They've lost their identity already. Only a couple of games into the season. South have also had the bye, so they'll come in ripping and tearing. Would have prepped for the last 2 weeks. South -1.5, under 53.5. That's a BYO punters and dribblers. I've moved that the fuck out. I'm going to triple that. 266.
In fairness, I am changing my bet slightly, but you did say stats that were already favourable, so I could do it. I've gone under 50.5. That's a BYO, and then I'm throwing Trell and Critter, and you're going to get 14.42. I like it.
So who is Trell? Did you say Critter's on their left as well?
No, Critter is the left centre for the Bulldogs, so
he's
attacking their
Jack
right.
Whiten.
Yeah, Critter against Whiten.
Yeah, okay.
Mitchell against Tuala.
Oh, okay. So Trell's not running it. Yeah, okay.
No, he's
I was
not running
confused
Critter,
which side because one
Unless
minute's a 5-8.
fucking they swap their back line again.
O'Brien will
I
have them
hate
playing
how
at
these
hooker or
cunts are
something.
switching around. It's confusing as fuck.
I'm going to take that Trell stat because I'm in a bit of trouble being -20, and Trell's really got me out of there. And then I'm also going to take a little bit of that unders. Obviously a BYO, push him up a little bit. Good Friday clash. I'm surprised the Bunnies have won that many out of because we've been pretty dog shit the last kind of like 5 years or 3 years.
It's because it's Easter and it's rabbits, mate.
Someone else go while I peruse this BYO. I love a BYO. It's like
They're
rocking
good.
up to a barbecue with something like a fucking, like a lamb rissole, not just like a sausage. You're like, yeah, I've brought my own. You've brought something exotic and different to a barbecue.
Lamb rissoles are exotic.
Well, it's better than a sausage. You go to a barbecue and you go.
depends what sausage.
Well, what about fucking the party that we had, the like kids, mums and dads thing at Harvey's, and the Listons are cooking like jerk chicken and shit. Like Millie and I bought a freaking, what did we bring? Oysters and a fucking, what's the Christmas thing that everyone makes?
Ham?
No.
Pudding.
Dessert.
Eggnog?
Pavlova.
Pavlova. And I was like, oh, that's pretty impressive. We've made our own Pavlova. I'll just hide the bit that Wallace fucking took a bite out of. But then there's like Artie's ham, which is this like triple glazed ham stuff. I'm like,
there.
what the fuck is this? And then the Liston's there over there cooking up something that, you know, would probably charge $100 for a plate in New Orleans. It was that good, that chicken. And I was like, fuck me, Dad. You guys must
You're
do.
Greek as
you
well,
must
dude.
do
You should-
BYO lines. You know what I mean? That's what I'm talking about. Anyway, someone else go.
We've all gone.
I haven't gone. I've got South to win in a tight one. I've got Jacob Preston running at that for feeder Cody Walker channel. And I'm going to chuck in the unders off the back of Randos. That gives me $19.78.
Easy. I'm just tripling Trell and under BYO 48.5, 428.
Lovely.
428.
428, I don't mind
Not
it.
a bad price.
I
not a
also
bad
just took
price.
Fafita out of my bet then, guys, audience-wise.
Listen, I've also got to rub KL off the board.
And Alamotti.
And Alamotti.
Are you allowed to take David out?
Well, yeah, I'm changing my bet to a Trell try scorer based on the stats. So do we just rub them out once they score a try?
I
That
think if they
seems...
score a try, you can't really fucking say they're not. You weren't on them. It's your fault.
No, but like I'm just saying, it seems a little bit...
Don't one of us have to bang on it to take them off?
Like it
I'm
just
happy
seems
to write
crazy,
them
like,
back
hey,
down.
this guy didn't score this week, so he's blacklisted, but he
No,
scored
it's
this
not-
week, so...
well, hold on. No, because that's
It
not...
takes
That's
all merit away from the blacklist.
the blacklisting, and again, I'm
Hale's
happy to...
got one try this season and now
hold
he's
on.
not.
Don't one of us need to bet on it? Because then it's like...
Listen, I'm more than happy to write their names back on there if you'd like to do that, because the
You know,
reason you make it on the
I'm
blacklist
okay
is
with it, 'cause-
consecutive weeks of not scoring.
You know what? I don't consult it, so fair enough. I'm not going to have a huge opinion and die on the hill.
I don't care. Do we want to put them back on?
I think you
don't
got to
care.
bang to get them because
Okay.
they go up there because we don't bang.
So
them.
someone has to bang on
I think
them.
so.
Okay, I think that's fair. All right, well, I'll do it after the show for the sake of the speed of the
You
show.
don't want to do it now?
Well, listen, mate. I reckon I'll probably just do it after. Well, let's get your handwriting up there. Go on, you do it.
No one will be able
Go
to
on,
read it.
Yeah, you do it. What are you
You're
doing,
in a bad
Rando?
mood today about this hot seat thing, are
Yeah,
you?
you pissed me off, mate. you just, listen,
You
you're
seem
scared.
you seem a bit shirty.
Well, I'm shirty about the hot seat. Got fucked.
But
Absolutely
it was
fucked.
actually the coin's cool.
Well, I had to consult a fucking 2,000-year-old coin because I was forced in this situation. I respect the coin. That's why I'm allowing it to stand, because I respect the 2,000-year-old coin. The fact I found myself in a situation where I had to consult a coin is the height of fucking bullshit. But it is what it is.
oh god, Tommy's dips.
On that note, I'm going to drop my most boring bet of the week, and I'm going to
great.
take the under 50.5 BYO points and AJ or Latrell $2.30.
Triple it, you pussy.
Nah, I've got a triple up my
I actually
sleeve.
really like it.
It's not a bad bet, mate.
good bet.
Thank you. Try my
bet.
best. Try my
You might
best.
win, mate.
That's what I want. I told Tobler, messaged him. I said, my name's going to be the first on the board. RS Guy.
What board?
For making 3-5 weeks. Is that,
might
was that
cancel
rule?
that. We'll
Did I miss
cancel
when
it
that
if you-
rule went down?
Yeah, we'll cancel it if you get up there. Poor old
fair.
Rando just can't get on any board. That's fucking bullshit.
Any sort of mention on the show.
Next game.
Next game, Panthers up against the Storm at Combank. The Panthers are $1.40. The Storm, $3. The line is 8.5. The total points, 43.5. It's going to be dry for this game. Now, the Storm, they haven't lost 3 consecutive games since 2022. So it has been a good 3 years since then. They've won their last 4 regular season games against the Panthers, so they don't mind coming up against them. In fact, since 2024, the margin between the Panthers and the Storm has been 8 points or less. So really tight between these two teams. On top of that, we have got 9 of the last 10 games for the Panthers going under 43.5 points. So even though the points handicap is pretty low, I don't mind the unders play there. For try scorers, the value is towards the Storm players. Will Warbrick, he scored 4 tries last week against the Cowboys. He scored in 7 of his last 8 games. And the Panthers are conceding 4 of their 6 tries down their left edge. He's at 2s. Harry Grant is a bit more value. Scored in 2 of his last 3 games against Penrith and does like playing at Combank, scoring in 4 of his last 5 at the venue.
Like it. Is there anyone majorly out for the Panthers? Do I hear Mitch Kenny?
Mitch Kenny's
Mitch Kenny, yep.
That's all, though?
That's all.
And I'm not saying that's all. Obviously, I've got great respect for Mitchell and the Kenny family and the bird-watching community. Dude, you give me 8.5 for Penrith, this form, this energy, this season, you give me 8.5. I don't care that it's against Melbourne. Melbourne haven't been looking good. They haven't. Full respect to them. They just lost to the Cowboys. Yuck. almost lost to the Dragons, save for a far longer. I think 8.5's easy, and I'm tripling it. Penrith minus 8.5.
Save for a sewer 20 minutes.
Yeah.
Otherwise, Dragons win that game.
I'm playing rugby league. Tripling.
He's playing. No doubt about that.
I have got Casey McLean at $2.30, just flat stick, gets the matchup against Nick Meaney. I like that. That left edge is absolutely humming at the moment. Casey at $2.30 at home. Take that every day of the week.
It's humming big time. Yeah, I think the Panthers get the job done here. Their form's just fucking insane. 30 points against the Eels in, 20 minutes to start the game. Storm, stuttering. Panthers minus 8.5. And I just feel like Dill Edwards, based on absolutely no statistics whatsoever, loves a big game. He'd be relishing playing the Storm. I reckon he pops his bald head up. 392.
Sevo?
Look, I just have to go with a Phil Gould bet here. Like, by round 5, 6, everyone's kind of won one, everyone's lost one. And it's like if Storm can't beat the... Well, yeah. Well, they'll come. It'll come for you guys. But, it's getting to that point now where it's like you start betting on teams because they've lost 3 in a row, then they win one, vice versa with the Warriors, Tigers. So I'm just... If Storm can't at least get a BYO 10.5 points against the Panthers, I don't think anyone's going to beat them till Origin. But they're not even, are they versing the Tigers out in Bathurst then or something? That's usually when they lose their...
They've already played in Bathurst.
Okay. So I'm just going to take Storm plus 10.5 BYO and an under 46.5 because if the Storm keep it close, they somehow are somewhat containing Penrith at 2.34.
This is a very horny Friday night game?
Yep.
Yeah, that's fucking good stuff. Very good stuff, that game. What are you doing?
Lipo?
Either team, 1 to 12. That's paying $1.80 on its own, but I'm going to add in a Warbrick there at 2.15. Can't walk past him in the street, especially when Penrith are weak on that left edge. So that's $3.38.
Kid's betting.
I'm trying to bet.
The kid is betting.
Trying to bet.
Next up, we've got the Dragons and the Cowboys in a... Listen, even though the Cows beat the Storm, this is still poo-slinger. I think the Dragons are so bad that it doesn't matter who they're playing, the game's a poo-slinger.
Oh, it's just yeah.
Yeah, that some teams can be so bad that they make any game a poo-slinger.
And the odds are shit.
But I've never seen a team like the Dragons where you can be bad at footy but still be a good team to punt on. The Dragons is the biggest, it's when you write 3 and then a little 3 up there, it's times itself. What's that called? Squared, all that sort of shit.
To the power of.
To the power of. Dragon, it's a shit game, whoever they play in terms of watching, but in terms of punting, it's just terrible. Yep. And so my philosophy is I'm just going 30 fucking bucks on them. You know what I mean? I throw in a Val because that's the obvious one. Then a Did, and I used to have a good relationship with Did, and he used to bang for me a bit, but then throw in a fucking Luch or someone like that. Something random. I can't think strategically here. I have to think randomised. 34.02 for
Mate,
those
listen,
three.
just these try scorers. Murray Talangi, $1.60. Braden Burns, $1.96. Tuapolotu, $1.98. Purdue, $2.05. David Fail, $2.20. Holmes, $2.30. Drinkwater, $2.55. Gutho, $2.70.
It's just... Listen, I tell you what, I don't mind a Purdue at 2. What was it?
Purdue's the best of the bunch.
205. 205. You take a 205 and you take a Hylam Lukey at 3s. You put them in a little cauldron and you sort of just stir it up. That's actually pretty good. Lukey scores tries. Sorry to parrot from your tactics there, Edwards. Try scorers score tries, right?
Yeah, they do.
Hylam Lukey does score
well, he
tries.
scored a couple.
And Purdue, he's a talent. I don't know if it was on the weekend or it was the week before. He got an out ball, if you will, and then the defense came at him quick, and he's just come back in and just found a man and put him through. And I was like, fuck, he's just classy. He's just a classy rugby league footballer. Now, listen, he'll probably set him up now that I've said that, but I'll put him in there at 2s. 6.36 for a Lukey and a Purdue. I found some value there, I think, for your punters.
I've got a similar train of thought, but I've juiced it with the Burns. I look at these Dragons games and I just think the amount of fucking red we've seen leg-wise in Dragons games is absolutely insane. So I'm not looking to burn many units here. So I throw a Braden Burns in there, $12.11. With the Lukey and the Purdue. I'm not in the business of fucking burning a lick of units on these Dragons.
But if you think about it like this, $12, that's basically a schooner these days. And so if you had $1, I still think it's highly undervalued because a buck for this Dragons game, I'm going to pick 3 try scorers, and even if I get it right, I can just get a beer.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Considering
insane.
how many legs you get right,
It's insane.
Dragons game should be, that should be to the fucking power of something.
Yeah,
you know what I mean?
Well, no, you're right, because no one scores tries against the Dragons. The people that do, you don't bet on. So there needs to be some sort of multiple applied, and we're just not getting it. That's even with a Lukey in there at $3. It's still 12-11.
Yeah, yeah.
It's insane.
Yeah.
Ru?
Helam Lukey, I love this week. Give me a ball player like Tommy did, and they'll be going up against King Tonga.
Yep.
Rando. That's the spot of the week, I think. Helam Lukey at $3.15. Love that.
Triplet your
I probably will after I win my first
Oh,
bet.
your first triple. Yeah, you're rolling them, aren't you? You're a coward. All right. Rando.
This is my triple play. Cows the line. Murray Taulagi 263. I was going to get Lukey and Purdue in there, but I've been on this show for 4 years, and I know when there's that many people going on the same player, that does not hit.
And you've been in the show 4 years and you've learnt nothing because you're tripling on our Dragons game.
Yes. No, I'm tripling on a Cowboys game.
Yeah,
on
but
a
the
Cowboys
Dragons are
game.
Who's playing?
That's why I didn't do 13 plus.
Who's playing? Who's
Well,
playing the
Cowboys
game?
Dragons at Jubilee Stadium. There's going to be rain, and the Dragons have lost their last 8 games. If you were going to ask me that question, I would have gone through with it.
It would just
The
be
odds
so
too.
Cows to beat
Did we not even
Storm.
ask you?
Oh, you just went straight into it.
Oh, why don't you do your intro now?
Hey,
No,
yeah,
it's
go
too
on,
late
yeah.
now. You guys have already made.
No,
I
come on,
was
give
going
us
to
some
talk about
stats.
Lukey and
Give
Purdue
us some
anyway.
stats in the game.
Well, David Fail, he scored 4 tries in his last 4 New South Wales Cup games, and the Cowboys ranked first for right wingers. But yeah, that's about it. Basically, the Cowboys, they've won their last 6 against the Dragons. They've won their last 2 at Jubilee by 20 plus. So yeah,
Sorry, mate.
that's all right.
Maybe
mate.
it's because I maybe jumped the gun because I wouldn't even listen to the stats and Dragons. I tune out now. Dragons
fair.
just like I don't even care, man. Like it's just
get it over
yeah.
What's your bet? You've got
I
to
did
do
cap-
care bet, or have you already told us?
I've already told us.
Oh, right.
Yeah.
Come on.
A looch.
Come on.
Looch. I'm trying to lean into the stupidity of the game and throw in a looch.
Next up, we've got the Titans and the Broncos, Rando.
The Titans, they're $4.25. The Broncos, $1.22. Will be at Seabus Stadium for this one on the Gold Coast. Will be a dry track as well. The line is 12.5 points. The total points is 52.5. Now, that 12.5, it might seem achievable there for the Broncos, but I tell you what, when these two teams play together, 9 of the last 10 home games, 8 of the last 10 games the Titans have played against the Broncos, they've covered that plus 12.5 line. They've covered a plus 12.5 line in 9 of their last 10 home games. And the Broncos, they've failed to cover a plus 12.5 line in 9 of their last 10 games on the road. So if you are feeling it up for the Titans to cover this game, there's your breadcrumb. For try scorers, Katoni Staggs, I mean, he just keeps popping up. 5 tries in his last 3 games, 8 tries in his last 7 games as favourite. But of course, Arama Howe, man of the moment, scored a double last week against the Dragons, scored last time he played the Broncos. And of course, he's running at Ezra Mam's channel. In that channel, the Broncos have conceded 40% of their tries alone just through their right second row crossing. 3 tries in 4 games against the Broncos. And Arama Howe, $6.40 somehow.
Wow.
He's 640.
Yep.
No, because
Sure,
I've got him
is
in
he?
my multi. He's like $3 or something. He said I got Walsh and him. for-
$4.50, sorry.
Yeah.
Meant you
Still
had
good
to lie.
value.
It is.
Because I
Swear
didn't
it's
want to
645,
include him because obviously it's just a bit of a fucking Oliver Twist kind of. Not that I wasn't even on him, but then the Ezra Mam thing, and I was like, okay. And then also
How at 450?
and then I saw 4s, and I'm like, okay. So I just throw him with a little Walsh together, and that gets me 725. I was like, I don't mind that.
Double tapping on a pokey machine that's just paid out. That's how I feel.
Yeah, no, it had that vibe to it, but at 4s you can't ignore it. Like
Nah.
you can't ignore it.
Scored 2 though. Like, is he used?
I know, but
Has he paid
the
out?
thing is, I was expecting him to be like 270,
There's like
290.
2 withdrawals
you know?
there, you know.
Yeah, but it's like you've been on a machine and you're like, just got a feature, and then you have that philosophy and you see another like machine.
If you were on the mile right now and you're a pokey Sherpa and you
Yeah.
saw me take out a fair whack and then Tom comes and takes a fair whack out of the same machine, would you get on and play it?
If I'd sussed that the other machines were doing similar things, so it's like if you're going, yeah.
What machines are doing similar things to how?
I'm not fair whack. I'm talking about if you get the coin feature or the feature, but it just seems like everything's going ding, 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 ding. It's like, okay, this might be a day where everything's kind of.
If you want to,
Electricity's lighting up.
I don't know. I
That's
reckon.
fucking bullshit. I know. I've met the pokey Sherpa, and there's no
Well,
way.
that's
you do
why I
that.
asked the question.
Yeah.
Mate. He
I've
wouldn't
met
do
the
it.
pokey Sherpa.
He wouldn't
He
do
wouldn't
it.
do it.
At
So I don't think.
fours, he would.
I think if you're getting on how, it's unpokey related.
Yeah.
That's what I think.
Okay, it's a lightning strike bet. I'm praying that lightning comes twice. I think Matty Johns was telling a story about someone the other day who's been struck by lightning like twice. So
It's a bloke that's been struck by lightning like more than that.
whatever his name is,
And
that's
they
it's
say
this
that he
sort of bet.
attracts the lightning. Anyway, I'm going Broncos 13 plus.
Into how?
don't respect. Yeah, into how to or more. Broncos 13 plus. Feel like there's a humping afoot. Walsh 2 plus Stags and Shibasaki 23.08. To be honest, not a great value for what I'm asking for there, but.
Well, the
I
13
believe
plus would be getting nothing.
13 plus is like fucking.
No, because you've included all so many Broncos
it's
try
like
scorers.
$1, right? Yeah, it is.
All these games go over. Like,
I just went on a rant about how they all go under.
do they?
Yeah.
Under what?
Under 5. Sorry, that was.
You're not listening to
covered
Rando.
the
No,
line,
you didn't
yeah.
say unders in
Sorry,
this, did you?
covered the line.
Yeah, you
5
were
of the last
lying
6.
there.
8 of the last 9 home night games for the Titans have gone under. 5 of the last 6 Broncos night games. I think it's like 7 and 3 have gone under 52.5.
Interesting.
What's it
But
going?
I tell you what, this
us, mate.
52.5 is it's a inflation line because like if you took a look at history, there is no way that 50 was even the standard like total. Now it's kind of the standard total, but like the last few seasons, it was like 46 was the kind of the average number. So just a little note for you there, Rando. Just when if they've gone unders, it's like the unders probably were a lot less.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Just I don't know what you'd call that in scientific kind of thing. But just kind of looking at the data, you know what I mean?
So when the Titans play the Broncos, is it overs?
Sorry, the 6 of the last 9 general games between the Titans and the Broncos have gone overs, but 6 of the last 8 on the Gold Coast have gone unders.
Okay, fucking hell. You've got me in an absolute fucking pretzel here, bro. There's no doubt about that. There's absolutely no doubt about that. Is everyone gone?
Waiting for you, brother.
Do you want me to buy some time?
Buy me some time, bro.
I'm going to get on the Arama Howell train with Sebo. I actually had Reece Walsh for a double, so very similar to Sebo, but I'm on a Reece Walsh double into Arama Howell at $19.70.
Thank you, Ru.
The Ezra Mam channels, you can't ignore it.
And also now it is a poker machine bet because this is like convincing people to go from the old kind of archaic machines from like Queen of the Nile to try more chili, and there's that hesitation. Now you've come. This is like the new electricity machines that
I was
are
going
out
to say,
there.
more chili's old as shit.
No, but now it's like even going from the Green Mile, you know, chili wins to electricity machine. It's
Yeah.
dude, these electricity machines give out a
I
few
had
features.
some good electricities for Jarch last week.
Electricity machines are my
Really nice
favorite. Dude.
electricities.
They're the best.
Yeah.
Like
I've got a mixed relationship with the electricity machines.
Are you? Have you got a bet then? What about that? What is
Yeah.
a relationship to a bet?
Okay, I've now got a
We've
bet.
got a phone call in 10 minutes.
I know, I'm aware. I've got Broncos 13 plus over 48.5, and I'm gonna add in a how. At 12.07.
electricity. Fucking.
That's
like
48.5. That's a BYO, obviously. We do have a call in 8 minutes.
Yes, we do. Rando?
Under 52.5 for me, Walsh anytime.
Out by 10.
Yeah, I'd say it's a good call, buddy. We move on to the Sharks v. the Wars. This is this back to this is Saturday night. I was thinking
Sunday Arvo.
Oh, it's a Sunday Arvo.
Sunday Arvo game, yep.
What time?
2 p.m.
So
We're back
we
to
still
the
got a
2 p.m.
6 o'clocky?
No,
it's a
Monday.
Monday.
Yeah.
5 days of footy,
Yes.
boys.
How good.
Beautiful. Back to the 2 p.m.er.
$1.57 the Sharks. The Warriors are $2.40. There will be 1 to 5 millimeters of rain expected for this game. The line is 4.5 points. The total points is at 47.5 points. Now, the Warriors, they have won their last 3 games at Ocean Protect Stadium. However, the Sharks' home form has been hard to look past. They have won their last 8 day games at home. They've won 8 of their last 10 home games in the wet, whilst the Warriors, they have lost 5 of their last 6 games as underdogs and 4 of their last 5 games in the wet. For try scorers, can't look past DWZ here. In fact, both wingers have scored against the Sharks in 3 consecutive games. The right winger has had a longer streak, scoring in 5 straight games against them. DWZ loves playing against the Sharks, particularly at Ocean Protect. 9 tries in his last 7 games. He's scored in 3 consecutive games at Ocean Protect. If you are looking for a bit more value, James Fisher-Harris, he is at $10 on Neds. Scored in 2 of his last 6 games, but he's scored in each of his last 2 games. Against the Sharks at Ocean Protect Stadium. And I hate saying Ocean Protect
Why
Stadium.
don't you just say Shark
I'm done.
Park?
Yeah,
Let's
I
say
should.
Shark
You don't
Park.
need to say...
I'm trying to give respect to,
The only thing you
these
gotta give
sponsors,
respect
they
to
pay
is-
big money for
No. You just say
naming
4
rights
pints
and
Park,
stuff,
that's
you
it.
know?
That's right. I'm in a bit of a bloody, like a bit squirrely with these two teams and where they're at. Like Sharks won last week, great. Are the Raiders good? I don't know. The Warriors lose to the Tigers. Are the Tigers really good, or is it just a week off? I'm not really sure. I've got no idea. And there's an old saying, Tom, you know it well. When in doubt, you go hot. So I'm just going to go the hottest guy on the field. Nico Hines, $4 anytime. Old wet hair.
I have got when you see wingers who score tries in the twos, and not just in the twos, but at $2.20, you just have to have a good, honest rugby league look at it.
They're usually $1.30 those days. Ones that score tries.
Correct, mate. And you keep an eye on people that score tries. Try scorers score tries.
That's right.
So I'm just standing DWZ out at 220. Thanks for coming. It's easy. It's easy.
Yeah.
I got 80 minutes to enjoy it.
I saw him there at 220 and I just wanted to juice him up with another leg. I'm taking Sharks total tries over 4.5 because I don't know what's going to happen in this game, but my vibe tells me that if Warriors win, it's going to be like a 30 to 28 situation or something like that. But if somebody's to get completely pumped after a bit of kind of pre-season or early season hype, it's the Warriors. So the Sharks could pump them. So I'm going Sharks over 4.5 tries and a DWZ. At 220, you can't ignore a DWZ and you can't bet on him. If, rewind 18 months, we were yelling from the rooftops how unfair it was that he was $1.25 or something. You know what I mean? And so just take a 220 DWZ when he's there. 402 for those two legs.
I can't work out why the Warriors are at $2.40. Good record at Shark Park. They've played like 30 minutes of bad footy this year. So I'm just taking the Warriors outright, $2.40 in this game.
Like it, Ru. I actually do. I mean that sincerely. I mean it.
I don't believe you, but
No, I mean it. I like it.
Well done.
There's a right way to go about things, mate, and you're going about it the right way.
Brando, what do you got for us?
What, mate?
Lippy.
For me, I'm taking the Sharks to win and DWZ $3.90.
Good on you, mate.
Love it.
Thanks, mate.
Knights Raiders.
Knights
Thanks,
Raiders.
mate. Knights Raiders at McDonald Jones Stadium. The Knights $2.35. The Raiders $1.60. The line 4.5 points. The total points 48.5. This game, possible showers as well. I do like the Knights here, even though they have lost their last 7 home games. The Raiders, they have unbeaten in 6 of their last 8 games at McDonald Jones Stadium. The Raiders have lost their last 3 games as favourites. Plus, the Knights, they're looking pretty good, winning 3 of their last 4 games in general. For try scorers, left second rower, right second rower. Left second rower for Knights, Dylan Lucas, scored last week against the Dogs. The Raiders, they've conceded 32% of their tries in Lucas's attacking channel. That's up against Ethan Strange. And the Raiders, they rank first for tries conceded to left second rowers this season. I reckon Sharp will find his man Lucas there. Another good value try scorer is Noah Martin. 3 tries in his last 5 games, scored in both Sunday games he's played in, and the Knights, they have conceded 42% of their tries in Noah Martin's attacking channel. That is looking at Fletcher Sharp in defence.
Ethan Strange this year he could be becoming a bit of a money pit for me, and I just find myself in one of those strange, pardon the pun, situations where I can't turn back now. I've come too far. So we go again with Ethan Strange, showing a sharp $8.71. I mean, there's nothing else really to say. I don't know who the fuck wins this game. I'll say that.
Well, the Knights have just been able to. They're a coal mining team.
But then Raiders need a win.
Yeah, no, I know. I'm just saying,
Fuck, they need a win.
Usually you'd go Raiders win this game, obviously. But the Knights, despite all of their players being out, Fletcher Sharp being back, whatever, but they're a coal mining team now and they play like coal miners. So
Are they playing in the coal mining jersey?
Yeah,
Do we have any
the
stats on
mining
that?
jersey. Yeah, I do. 1 second.
But we had a whole big diatribe about the coal miners on Monday.
I think they win.
Went hard, yeah.
I think they win.
Well, I've got my try scorers.
I didn't know that. You could almost just triple them.
My try scorers reflect that I think the Knights will win, but I'm actually just going, because I have no idea, just for a big old 5, whatever the fuck it was, 5 try scorer thing here. Dommy, KO, Huddy, Bradman, Fletchy. Yeah, it's an Ackeye Bowl. Dommy, KO and Huddy, I'm double tapping on them again. Bradman best, Fletcher Sharp, $90.41.
I like the Knights at home. Sowie always talks about teams have their slots. Sunday Arvo, 4 p.m. or 2 p.m., whatever it is on a Sunday Arvo night slot. You give me a 4.5 start, I'll take that. And Dom Young having an unbelievable season, I'll take him. $2.90 for those two.
Teams have their slots, is that right?
Yeah, I mean, I was thinking that Newcastle, like at home, I always look at unders because it's like they seem that coal miney, don't have the attack. But I just went through it, and it's like aren't Bulldogs meant to be the best like defense in the NRL? And they put like 26 points on them, without their stars, and you bring back Fletcher. So it's like, I know Adam O'Brien, and it's like, I think he's, colourblind, red's, green, green's red. It's like he thinks he's an attacking coach. He's a defensive coach. And that now he's gone. They are throwing it around a bit. So I have to get away from that unders thinking there. Brando, what did you say about the stats? Because I was just trying to figure out my thought process.
They're 9 wins, 11 losses in the 20 times they've worn their mining jersey. They've won 3 of their last 5 in the mining jersey, but lost last year.
Yeah. Oh, the Miners are back. The Miners are back, and they've got the shackles off them. I'm just going to take a Knights win. Easy.
Paying what?
235.
Ooh, don't mind it. Rando, what are you doing?
I'm taking Dylan Lucas and the Knights to win at $5.34.
Good bet. I think it's a handsome bet. It's a
Thank you
proud,
very much.
handsome bet, much like yourself. Last game, Easter Monday, Eels, Tigers. No one will be driving anywhere. Petrol restrictions.
Do they come in on Monday?
I don't know.
Guessing.
They'll be after Easter, though. They'll be like, hey, go see your family one last time, enjoy yourself, and then it's house arrest.
How does petrol restrictions work?
It means that you can't drive anywhere.
Bit like, how
does
do
it actually work?
Well, I know in South Korea, which is like just recently they've done it, it's like odd day. So if your number plate's an odd number, you drive every second day, an even number every second day.
Oh, so but how would that work?
Well, you'd look at a number plate and you go, it's even numbers today.
But
You
how
have
are they going to
fucking
police
road.
it? Oh, but that would take a lot of manpower for if there's like
Yeah, but if you're on the risk of getting fined 10 grand for doing it, are you going to run the risk? Unless you're John Hopewadi, I don't think you are.
Shout out to him. Well, he
Hell
has
of
a
a
new
driver.
plate for every day.
Well, exactly right. It's actually
Just
if you've got multiple cars, if you've got 2 cars,
You got an odd and an even.
I
You're
have no
loving
idea
it.
what the number plates are on my
You're
car.
loving it.
Anyway, Eels Tigers, Rando.
It will be a sunny day at CommBank for this one. The Eels, $1.70. The Tigers, $2.15. The line is 3.5. The total points at 48.5. The Eels dominated the Easter Monday rivalry. 7 wins in their last 10 meetings on this day. They have won 4 of their last 5 games at CommBank and have won 8 of their last 10 games as favourite at CommBank as well. So I do think the Eels will get the job done despite the Tigers. I know Cody's giving me daggers across the desk there, but I do think that might be the go. For try scorers, I like both right centres here. Sunia Taruva, 7 tries in his last 4 games against the Eels. A right centre has scored 4 tries in the last 4 games against Parramatta this season. And then Shawnee Russell scored in 3 of his last 4 games. The Tigers have let in a whopping 70% of their tries on the left. A right centre has scored in all 3 games against the Tigers this season. So Macassini having a bit of dramas in defence.
Who's the right wing for the Tigers?
It is going to be Tavano.
Tavana.
Sorry.
This game, as Eddie reads about fewer restrictions, I've got him Wigan.
You do.
This game is the scene of the very first immortal bet that you will see on the board from name redacted Voldemort. It was a very weakened Tigers side up against the Eels, and I think it was Norfoluma.
It was
2 or more and Tigers to win. Paying 57.63. You go, I'm not doing this bet, but you go and look at what the odds are now. Obviously, different time, different context. Tigers W into Tavana, 2 or more. It's $10.64.
wow.
I won't be doing it. Might be a breadcrumb. I am taking Tigers to win, and I am yet to bang on this. I was going to say young boy. That sounds inappropriate. He is an adult now. This young man, Macassini. Tigers, Macassini, 4.57. Easter Monday jam.
I'm hoping we get a ripper here Easter Monday.
I was hoping it'd be a shit game, actually.
Well, no, hopefully we get a fucking good one because the last game of the round so far has been absolute pure shit, thanks to our good mates, the Titans, largely. Tigers, I think, winning a close one. Tigers 1-12, new team, new season, new vibe, new era. $3.25. Tigers in a thriller, 1-12.
Me?
Go for it.
If you'd like to, mate. Yeah.
You could do it.
Look, I'm BYOing my own overs, but I'm actually increasing like the value. Taking point. I think this game traditionally is a bit of a points-a-thon, and I would have been worried to do it based that it includes the Tigers. But as I said at the beginning of the show, I've got respect for them now. So I'm just taking it over 50.5. I believe it. Yeah, it's 48.5 normally. That gets me just to a 205. Rando, does it normally go overs this matchup? Because I just get the vibe it is. I get the vibe that Easter Monday there's a shitload of points because I swear I've chased heaps of try scorers and then they,
if Eels win, it's heaps of points. If Tigers win, it's tied.
6 of the last 8 Easter Monday clashes have gone overs.
Yeah, told you. The vibe kind of whatever, Richter scale measuring things right. Easy.
Nice.
I have got Tigers to win, Adam Dewey, Kelmer, and Tavana to score. I don't know what the fuck's going to happen in this game, so just taking a little plunge. $66.26 there.
All right.
And the lip.
I'm going to take a plunge to have no idea what's going to go on in this game. I think the Eels get the job done, and Sean Russell scores. Those odds are $3.39.
Big plunge.
Yeah,
$3.39.
He's plunging all right. Wow.
Like,
It's more like you're in a bath.
That's why.
All right, let's get on to our unit scoopers. I'll kick us off. I've got a BYO Ozaki, which I am very excited about. Let me get the what are we calling it? The legs up for you here. Where are we? Here we go. Selections. Manly plus 15.5, Souths plus 4.5, Panthers minus 10.5, Cows plus 2.5, Bronx minus 16.5, Sharks minus 2.5, Raiders plus 6.5, and the Tigers minus 4.5, paying $111.06. That'd be nice, wouldn't it? Wouldn't it be nice? Stick it up all your fucking asses, robbing me out of me fucking hot seat.
Real. Okay, I've got 6 lines, 6 hot cross buns in a pack, 6 lines. Manly plus 10.5, South minus 2.5, Panthers minus 8.5, Cows minus 2.5, Sharks minus 4.5, Tigers plus 3.5, 50-76. 50-76.
Pretty good.
Nice. I've just got a bit of a few try scorers and BYOs. I got Tommy. He'll be fired up with the Manly thing. Don't know how the others will go, but I think he'll cross. Bunny's just to win. And then, look, I'm just getting on Helam Lukey because everyone else is on him, and I'm like, well, I want to be cheering if he goes over in that Dragons game. And he was paying 3 something.
Just fucked the bet.
And then Knights plus 12.5 at home. That gets me to 17.56.
Ooh, so I don't mind
It's not
it.
bad.
I don't mind that at
If you
all.
took out Lukey, though, it goes down dramatically because he is the kind of $3
Good
handers
odds.
against. Yeah, you take Lukey out there.
I don't want Lukey to score now. I'll lose that bet.
Omenry and everything's more for you three than me, but we have a saying on this show that, you can't walk past that in the street. And I was taking my dog for a walk on Saturday.
And also, there's a right way and a wrong way to do things.
Of course, there's always a right way and a wrong way to do things. We learned that this week. I was taking my dog for a walk last Saturday afternoon, boys, and something caught my eye. And I just a little bit of a glimmer in the distance. As I got closer, I looked down. And on the side of the road, there was a Campbell Graham bang car. Wow. And I thought, I'm betting on him right now. Souths are on the bye. So I thought, okay, who do they play next week? They play the Bulldogs. Now he's on the right-hand side. Critter, usually very good defensively on the left. I thought, fuck, not good. 20 minutes later, the Knights v Bulldogs kicked off. Dom Young on the right wing scored the first try. And I thought, okay, I have to put this as my unit scooper this week. So Campbell Graham, bang card. You can't walk past it on the street. I sure as fuck won't be.
It
$10.
It's
It's a fucking shiny
I almost want to steal
bang
it.
card.
I know, but I think you should.
I'm just joking.
Yeah, I mean,
That is absolutely insane.
You found that on the side of the road?
I videoed it live. I'll put it up later
That's
in the week.
such a fucking absurd thing to find on the side of the road.
that's
Sitting
so
there
good.
face up. Because the shiny one, the sun hit it from about 50 metres away and it was glimmering at me.
That
I was
is-
like, what the
that's
fuck is
omen.
that?
That is
Yeah,
extraordinary.
that's an omen. Because remember when everyone thought everything was an omen for a second? Like, oh, I saw a post by Helam Lukey. That's an omen. What, you're on Instagram and you saw a post.
sure.
Like,
No,
that's not an. What are you talking about? The tough thing for you, though, bro, is like you've obviously made your choice, but is it first try or tripling just an ATS? You've made your choice, obviously, but it's one of those two, right?
No, I like to go all in.
Yeah.
Listen, first try scorer, $10 ain't bad.
Yeah, but tripling a fucking.
I probably would have tripled him.
Yeah, so would I. No, so would I.
Horses for courses. Horses for courses.
Rando?
I've got my hot boys here, one for every day of the week. Turbo, Warbrick, Walsh, DWZ, and finishing with a Shawnee Russ.
You're
I don't
too
know if
short.
Anyone's every day. Well, there's
Day of the
5
week.
days of games.
It's not every game.
He's playing Monday.
Yeah.
He's playing Tuesday, Wednesday.
week is 7 days.
Every week there's a game. Rugby
Game
league.
day, every game day, I guess.
It's all
Come on,
right.
mate.
It's all right.
Wake up.
$40.72. So there's your Val Holmes.
Thanks, mate.
Thank you, Rando. Now we move on to the hot seat. If you want to follow the lineal champion, that is me. I'm taking Penrith minus 8.5 at $1.90, but obviously I've been fucked. Sebo, what are you doing?
There's some guys doing that like lineal stuff, like when things change, like who won the rugby league title. You know, it's called like the lineal something or other. But this team like.
Is it fucking old mate who produces Jarch's show?
Yes, there you go. There
Lockie?
you go. Yeah.
Plain and simple. I don't know what
Yeah.
the fuck they're doing it for, but I know they do.
Yeah,
like
I think they're doing it for league actually. I
Yeah,
swear.
I think it's whoever
yeah.
wins. Like they went back to 1908, and whoever won the first game held a particular trophy, and they've done it for every single game in the history of rugby league.
And so that's just like every time that team loses, then someone else
hand it over.
yeah.
Holy shit!
Yeah, it's
That's
huge.
insane. Good for them. Anyway,
Look, I kind of didn't get my bet, so I'm just going to pick one of my favourite legs that I'm going to bet on my lock of the week. So I'm just going to run through my things here,
You just
and
take mine, mate.
I really think I don't want to touch my triple though. That's the only problem. I
take
don't
Penrith
want to.
minus 8.5, mate.
Ooh, nah. Lock of the week's coming in. You know what? I can't ignore it. DWZ at $2.
Yep.
Like, he's not my lock if he's $1.70, and I also couldn't bet on him the hot seat, but $2 DWZ, like, fuck it.
220.
220.
220.
Like, let's just do that, man. Let's just
Yep.
do that. 220.
And you've got your Sunday scooper as well.
Well, that will be revealed on Sunday.
Correct.
Yes.
Keep an eye on that. Shout out to everyone for tuning in. Thank you to Neds once again. We're calling for calm in the Swarm and in Parramatta, but obviously, you know, we watch and we will. I think Ru's going to do a press conference tonight, probably the same time as the PM. Love ya. See ya. Bye.
What's gambling really costing you? For free and confidential support, call the number on the screen or visit the website